Good morning, Glencroft. Welcome to Channel 4 here at Glencroft, where you can find some of the most amazing programs being broadcast. I hesitate right now and pause to say this is not one of those. This is the B&R Show. Of all the great programming you can find, I'm sorry you messed up.
This ain't it.
This ain't it.
That's right.
My name is Ross Higgins. I'm only half of this lackluster experience. The other half, the amazing half, the outstanding half, the prolific half, is right next to me. He is the inventor of eggs on a stick. Yes, the master of the English language. People, please stand up, scream, and shout. Throw babies in the air and catch them. Help me welcome to the Glencroft Broadcast Studios, the one, the only, Bob Theodore Newton! What y'all don't know is I have a gross cold right now, and my voice probably will not last, and so he was excited maybe that I would not scream this morning.
I had 2 weeks of relief from that while you were in Italy.
It was worth the pain.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
Well, we got a lot to talk about today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll keep you updated, all the things going on around campus, and maybe entertain you just a hair, not much. But before we jump into it with 2 feet and a bald head, let's pause and honor those that have and are serving in our country's national armed forces. And we're back.
Thank you for your service to our country.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to do what we get to do. And Bob, you know this, and several people do. I just left the great United States of America and traveled to Italy for 2 weeks for a vacation.
You got to tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, my
trip.
goodness. And I have to tell you, when we flew back into LAX on the way back, and to see that very large United States of America flag.
Yes.
And smell cheeseburgers around the corner. I was a happy boy all over again.
I'll bet you were.
Had a great, great adventure in Italy. Had an awesome opportunity to load up and go and spend 2 weeks mostly in the Tuscany area. Had a great little house we stayed in with some friends of ours. Ended up going to Pisa, Florence, up to Venice, over to Rome. We scooted. We got very well acquainted with the train system.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and it's many things are different. I'm sure several of you have traveled and been to Italy, and what they consider a 2-lane road, honest to goodness, is at best the width of a parking space.
Oh, wonderful!
And 2 cars go down that, and all the cars are small, but they both go down that. And if you're not tailgating, you're not driving.
Oh,
yes. I mean, it'd be. And I would speed up to get some distance, and they'd speed up to get right there with me. If I slowed down, they'd slow down. They could pass, but they wouldn't. They just wanted to be right on my honey.
Whoa.
Tailgating. And the house we stayed in was on the tip top of a mountain, way up there in the switchback. Like 27 switchbacks to get to the house.
And he mentioned, too, that the house was 400 years old.
400 years old, had no central heating and cooling, and we had to start 4 fires every morning, in fireplaces at least. 4,
yeah.
To warm the house. It was a trip. It was great. Good stuff, good people. I did get a little tired of the food. It seemed like every restaurant we went to, the menu was almost identical. It was just their slight variation on it. So,
I see.
Good stuff. Glad to be back. Glad to be back with our Glencroft family here. And we hope all of you are having a great day. You know, when Bob and I get together to do this program, it's only partially informative. Most of the time we get it all wrong anyway. So, but there's no doubt if you look at us, you realize we most definitely enjoy life. We like to laugh, and laughter is good. Laughter heals a lot of wounds and stuff. And we hope today that as you start your week out here on Tuesday, that you have reasons to laugh and be excited about life. Because Glencroft is one of those places that there is most definitely a difference you can feel. And glad to be back and be a part of it.
Good deal.
Well, Bob, what did I miss? Well, I was gone for 2 weeks. Tell me some of the good stuff that happened while I was gone.
Well, we had pizza and a movie.
Tell me how bad Yvette blew it, because that's what I'm hearing right now. I talked to you on the phone this morning. I said, Ross, I'm so glad you're back. She destroyed 2 weeks straight. Go ahead and explain now.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing could be further from the truth.
No, I felt so good about leaving, not to get away from anything, but knowing that Yvette was just going to kill it in all the right ways.
She did a great job. She
That's
really
awesome.
did. We had a couple of major problems that we had to deal with, and she jumped right in with both feet, got solutions to the problems, and we made it through.
Hey, you know, I did catch some internet signal for a little while up there in the mountains, and I caught a quick glimpse of Mr. Wiggles doing the YMCA.
Oh, yes, that dance.
And
that's right. You were
quite
here for
honestly, voluntarily, I would say. It didn't look like he was not coerced. I think he was actually the leader of the pack.
that. Yes, he was. He was the lead dog.
Yeah.
And
Do you think Mr. Wiggles knows who John Travolta is?
Yvette led the hokey pokey.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you go to the dance?
I went.
Was it good?
Oh, yeah. We had a great time. I even got up and
Awesome.
participated a little bit.
Some of you folks out there might need to loosen up a little bit. That room should have 200 people in there shaking their cans. It's okay to jump around a little bit and have some fun and enjoy each other's company.
And you don't have to dance either. Come and sing along to
Trust
the
me.
oldies like we did.
Look at Oliver. He doesn't know how to dance, and he dances. So you don't have to know how to dance.
Patty Grice was there. She did a good job.
Awesome.
And it was fun.
I haven't seen Patty Poppins yet.
Well,
Now that's been the real vacation right there. I've been free from her for 2 weeks. That's the stuff.
I'm sure she'll be glad to know that.
What else, Bob?
Well, that's coming Thursday. Of course, at 10 a.m., it's Ross's Funhouse.
That's right. Come on in. If you don't know what it is, show up and find out.
Have some
great
weird
place
fun.
to have some fun, get a laugh, get your day going right.
And Friday, now, according to our little flyer here, it's Thursday and Friday, the Darcy Vandermate studio recitals, but Thursday has been canceled. Darcy called Yvette and canceled the Thursday recital, so I'm going to... And please pass that along to your friends and neighbors.
Is that not true as well for the next week too, Bob?
It is for the next week, too, for the Claire Gordon recitals.
Thursdays are out.
Thursdays have been canceled, but they will be there Friday, and it's fun to watch those kids perform.
Absolutely. And then on this Thursday, though, at 10:30 a.m., no, we're not, Friday morning, 10:30, we're going to load up the Glencroft vehicles and head down to Central and what is that? It's just Central Phoenix. Central and something.
Central and about 2nd.
Yeah. For those that you have gone to the Food Truck Friday, it's kind of it's a lunch bunch. You know, that's all we're doing. We're not going shopping and other things because some residents think we're going down there for 6 hours, and we're not. We're going for lunch.
Yep.
And the first time we did it, people were concerned about two things. One, if it's just a food truck and I've got to go potty, what do?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? There's a very nice restaurant right like 18 feet away.
Yep.
Bathrooms are open to use. Second thing they were worried about was a food truck, and they got this visual in mind of this smoking, serving greasy tacos and 7-week-old hot dogs.
That's it, yeah.
And that's not what this is. These are upper scale menu options.
These food trucks are just awesome.
Yeah, whatever food group, you know, like if you want Italian food, they'll have it. If you want Latino food, they'll have it. If you want Mexican food, they'll have it. If you want the Great American Hamburger Truck, they've got it.
Oh, yeah.
If you want a truck that just has pies and donuts, they've got it.
And they got the personal-sized pies, too, and they're really, really good.
Yeah. Bob and I have never been, so we don't know what we're talking about.
Yes, we do.
He salivates over a personal-sized pie.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. So look at your communicator. That stuff's in there, and also on the calendar here. All that information's on there. So Funhouse is not on this one, though. So please come this Thursday to Funhouse in the Activity Center at 10 a.m. Food drive, Bob?
Food drive. We're in full swing with the food drive, and we need your help, of course. And if you'll check the communicator, there's a big write-up in the communicator on it. And it goes until the 13th. Donation boxes are placed in all the laundry areas. And they're also in the villa next to Henry's. I saw one there, over in the Towers and in Providence Place. All contributions are tax deductible. And if you want to make a monetary contribution, you can do that too. So there's all kinds of stuff. And the interesting thing about this is, if you notice the last paragraph in the news story, it says, St. Mary's buying power is over 3.5 times that of Glencroft residents. So if we buy 2 cans of whatever that cost $1, St. Mary's can buy 7 cans for $1. So you can see how the buying power is increased at St. Mary's Food Bank. So
there was 3 summers during college that I got to go spend in Alaska, South Central Alaska, doing summer missions. And one I spent strictly in the city of Valdez working in their food bank. And in the summertime, they have 3 canneries that operate. At least then they did, 3 canneries that operate for salmon. So hundreds and hundreds of young people, mostly young people, show up to work the canneries, and if then the boats come in, they ring the bell and you go get in your spot and you work. You could work for 24, 36 hours straight and you make good money. If the boats don't come in and there's no fish, guess what? You don't work. And if you don't work, you get hungry. We'd have lines sometime from that food bank of these young kids that would be a quarter mile and almost a half mile long, coming to get like beans and rice.
Yeah.
When you're hungry, that makes a big deal.
You bet
you're hungry. I remember one time I was leaving the grocery store and I saw one of these guys I'd seen all summer at the food bank. It was a bad summer for fish. The fish were not running, so the boats weren't coming in. They weren't working. They're getting really hungry. And this one young guy, I catch him just as he rounds the corner of the building. We catch eye contact. So I pull out in the car and I ease back there and I catch him jumping into the dumpster. So I pulled back out there. I was like, whatever his name was. I was like, what are you doing? He goes, they throw chickens away today.
Oh, my.
This is the day they throw the chickens away that are not any good anymore. I'm like, you put that chicken down, get your hiding in my car, go get all your friends. We're going to the house. We're going to cook up a bunch of food. And we cooked up everything I had in the fridge, the freezer, the neighbor's freezer. We cooked it all up and had a huge meal.
Great.
So for us, that we have usually 3 square meals a day plus many snacks, especially small individual-sized pies. We don't know what it means to be hungry, but there's a lot of folks in the Phoenix metropolitan area that are hungry, and so your efforts will be huge to some folks out there. So please participate in this food drive and let's help out.
One thing that you need to remember, please, nothing in glass containers, and please, no items past the best used by date. Okay?
Right.
Okay.
So one thing on the bottom of the calendar, 2 things actually I want to talk about really quick, Bob, is we have coming up, we're already approaching mid-May.
Yes,
we know
are.
We'll be into the middle of the summer, and early in June 3rd actually, we're going to have an amazing night.
The Resident Talent Show.
And so I would like you to start coordinating all of your acting efforts, singing efforts, musical instrument playing efforts, whatever talent you have. Bob's going to juggle this year, he says. Chainsaws? Is that what he said?
You betcha. Yeah.
Bob will be juggling chainsaws. I'll juggle cotton balls.
And they'll be running, too.
Running chainsaws. The audience will be running out of there.
You got that.
That's June 3rd, and so stop by the Activity Center. Yvette's going to have a sign-up list in there and get your name on the list. And now, look, some people, we have some performers here. So there's some folks here that can sit on the piano and play for 30 minutes nonstop. We don't have 30 minutes. You're going to get your about 3 minutes.
Well,
that's about it. So
first person that comes to my mind is Marvin Miller. Marvin, warm up your accordion.
That's right, but only 3 minutes of it. Don't warm up the other hour that you got, just those 3 minutes right there. That's going to be fun. Also, we're bringing back the Pinewood Derby race. And so if you have an old car, pull it out and tune it up. If you need a new car, we're going to have those available in both Activity Center and the Concierge. You can pick it up, buy one, and work on it. And boy, were you there for that one?
Yep.
The variety was absolutely incredible.
It was cool.
We'll probably have like 2 divisions this year. One that I will make some pretty strict rules as far as how much it has to weigh and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the other one, if it rolls down the track and weighs 500 pounds, we don't care. Because we had some issues last year, the purists saying, no, that weighs too much. And
Yeah.
we'll have theirs, that just want to race the pure way it's supposed to be. And then everything counts, all in.
The open category.
Open category.
You bet.
So those are 2 good things coming up in June, just right around the corner. So, and I think last year, something happened last year, right before the talent show. People were getting their skits together or something. Now is the time. Get your people together. And like I said, though, you don't have 15 or 20 minutes for yours. It's only 3 or 4 minutes. So pick out the best content you can and practice it and do the best job you can, and we will have an amazing night in that room.
It'll be a fun night.
Yeah. Well, Bob has found once again in this Funny Bone publication.
We will close with that.
Another joke. And so I will pull down that right there. And this the title of this one is Leave the Deer, ? And you'll find out quick why he chose this one for me to read, okay? For those of you that know where I come from. A group of Alabama friends
Alabama
went deer hunting and paired off in 2s for the day. That night, one of the hunters returned alone, staggering under the weight of an 8-point buck. Where's Henry? The others asked. Henry had a stroke of some kind. He's a couple of miles back up the trail, the successful hunter replied.
Oh, no.
You left Henry laying out there and carried the deer back? They inquired. A tough call, nodded the hunter. But I figured no one's going to steal Henry. And there's your joke for the day from the Funny Bone.
Henry, you're on your own.
Save the 8-point, leave Henry in the woods.
That's right. Hope nobody dresses him out while everybody's gone.
So, Bob, if that story had 2 names in it, Bob and Ross, I wonder which way how that pan out.
Ross would be under the buck and Bob would be laying out on the trail.
We'd both be left in the woods, and the buck would walk back.
Up on all fours.
Well, Glenn Croft, we hope you have a great day. Thank you for making this place the amazing place that it is. Thank you, Glenn Croft staff, for all of you do to make it awesome and incredible. Thank you, Oliver, for producing this lackluster production. He is the only shining star that makes it happen.
And thank you to Shirley too. She always
absolutely.
she's our security.
That's right. Because the crowd outside trying to get in is non-existent.
Non-existent, that's right.
Hope you all have a great day. Thank you for watching.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are.
Good times, come on. Celebrate.
Do, 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 do.